Hey class, welcome. This is one of our very first lessons and we're going to do poetry. And we have two poems assigned to us, The White Man's Burden and The Black Man's Burden. So to do this, I'm going to quickly show you how I'm annotating and attacking this new work. So poetry is very personal. It often reflects like the history of the time period, the thoughts of the speaker. It can push political ideas. It can pretty much express any type of emotion that you're trying to express. So The White Man's Burden was written in 1899 by Rudyard Kipling. I'm actually looking at my notes here. He was a writer. He also wrote The Jungle Book. So you may have recalled that The Jungle Book has went through controversy for its racial implications. So we can say that Rudyard Kipling had a difficult relationship with other races, and he often connected to the propaganda that basically perpetuated the ideas of white supremacy and them being the most civilized race. So this poem, The White Man's Burden, is actually an explanation or justification of colonialism and the colonialism period. So when we're reading it, how we are going to uncover meaning is through our basic annotations. So the first thing I noticed is that there is the very first line says, take up the white man's burden, right? The first line. And then 6 more lines follow this same trajectory of take up the white man's burden. A call of action. The next thing I noticed, if I go back to the top, I go to stanza 1, and he urges for the best of your breed to bind your sins to exile. He wants the best people, and he wants young people, right? He wants them to be talented. He wants them to be young. So I like to annotate that. And it reminds me of it just reminds me of what he's saying and how he needs to save these foreign lands. It brings me back to Things Fall Apart, and like Okonkwo's version of this versus Mr. Brown and Mr. Smith's version is what I'm kind of seeing here play out in these two works. So as I go to the second stanza, I see that he says, he's talking about how the service is used and how they use propaganda and how he had to explain this 100 times and make it plain. And he's talking about the discussion between abolitionists and colonialists who think like you should leave these people alone. He's saying you guys just simply don't understand. We're kind of saving them. We're saving these people from their own destruction. You go to the third paragraph, and he's saying he believes he's healing the sick. He's providing food for the poor. So dismantling nations. He's not thinking that I'm destructing a already established society. He's like, I'm generous, I'm ambitious, I'm helping people who can't help themselves. I'm a great person. By the fourth paragraph, he describes the hard labor of the work. He's like, it doesn't bring me fame to be out here. Like, I don't get no extra money for doing this. Like, I don't get, like, y'all don't even appreciate how hard this work is. I don't become a king for this. I do it because it's the right thing to do. So he's employing this idea of ethics and morals and saying, I do what I do because I know that because of where I am, it's my duty to turn around and lift those up. Do I agree with him? No. But this is his idea, right? By the fifth paragraph, he's saying, y'all don't be thanking me. Everybody be hating on me. I be doing what I have to do, and y'all be talking down, right? And it reminds me of like when the police come in, right? And they're like, all I'm trying to do is make things right, and everybody thinks that I'm the bad guy. And then you got like Black Lives Matter, who's like, yeah, because like it's historically, statistically, like you shoot us and you kill us at disproportionate rates, right? So you have like him saying like, I'm doing what's right, and you guys don't even appreciate it. So then in the end, he's like, when it's all said and done, you will finally see how I've made the world greater, right? That's his major argument. So from there, I want you to kind of use your time to annotate similarly on this one as practice, and then the Black Man's Burden on your own. I want you to answer the assessment questions, and I think you got this.